Hello everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin. Bigger the CoinsKid crew. So Bitcoin's done a couple of things on the daily time frame that are incredibly bullish. If we're just respecting the data right now, it's done two things in recent times. It's incredibly bullish, and it could be, confluence of the fact that we may have bottomed there across the board, especially for Bitcoin. Now, I've been looking at opportunities with you since I've come back from traveling. I've flipped bullish on Bitcoin because I was bearish initially way back there in March because of the 5 waves up. And right now, I think we may have found a WXY correction, a beautiful diamond bottom at the bottom of that particular correction as well. And we've got, clues across the board here. If we take a look at the AI section in the macro zones on CoinsKid.com, you can clearly see that the AI is really pushing up. We're getting a little bit micro overextended, so a pullback this week just to confirm the bottoms and support would not be, out of the question. It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest with you. I think, retesting some of these support levels just to confirm these bottoms would be absolutely amazing and a golden opportunity for those of you a few weeks ago, that didn't jump on board because of the fear in the market. So like I've always said to you, you buy big green candles, you get big red dildos. There were big massive green candles way back there in March, and I kept warning you, saying look, I think we're looking at a pullback. We've had that pullback, but now I think we've seen the qualification of this pullback across the board. So this is where I'm actually taking positions. I've been relaying that, and one of the the key areas that I'm looking at is AI. So we've got FET that's absolutely taken off again, a little bit overextended on the micro. So what I'll be looking for is support on these particular projects. We've got NIR that's taken off. Look at that. We've got Teao. Look at that. It's doing incredibly well, and in the last 7 days it's up 90%. Look at all these appreciation in the AI section. So this is where you want to be paying attention. I keep relaying it to you. Okay, Bitcoin made 2-3x from here, whatever, but altcoins at this particular stage of the market in the final fifth wave, which is what I'm anticipating right now for Bitcoin, then this is the play, altcoins. Okay, so come to CoinsKid.com, macro zones, look for the cool down on the micro. At the minute, you can clearly see we're sort of mid-park on the macro as well. We're doing incredibly well. Let's dive into the Bitcoin chart and show you what the signals are on the daily time frame that Bitcoin's recently done. So looking at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, at the moment we're doing incredibly well. We bought the fear last week when I came back making channels with yourselves. We got a rejection at that point as anticipated on that beautiful reversal pattern, the diamond bottom. We came back down and we got a lovely level of support which we bought basically on that neckline, and so far we're doing incredibly well. So I think at the moment we're looking for a reversal signature pattern just there, that resistance that we ran into. If we break it, fantastic, we've got a double bottom here and we're looking to break bullish, and we should go vertical at that point. But I'm going to give it credit where it's due. I think we may see a little bit of a rejection potentially this week. If we do see pull back in the markets, I think it's a buy, not necessarily for crying. And like I said to you, I think in the last week video I said to you that there is a potential clue with the DXY running back into its 20-week EMA right there. So I'll show you in a moment. But going forward, I do think we will potentially see a price tag of around about $12,553 for Bitcoin again, in the true bear market. Now, I don't necessarily think that this was a bear market. I think the bear market's coming for Bitcoin, okay, and that'll be my buyback. That'll be my buyback in the bear, around about $12,508. People are saying, no way, you don't know what you're talking about, and things like that. But if we do start to break out and we get to say, I don't know, 100k, and we enter a bear market, what you're looking at, your bear market projection down to there is around about 87%, which is basically what Bitcoin does in the bear market. So that's why I do think that if I'm correct and we get this move up and this break and we start to go vertical, then simply that God candle back test just there, this level of resistance, resistance that was never back test support, that will be my primary target for you going forward, okay? But obviously, I think for that to be, even more of a projection, we would have to do something in the charts here for Bitcoin. We'd have to break down below this multi-year support that we keep finding here for Bitcoin. So again, if this is the top, and right now we roll and we lose this trend line, then yeah, that will become our target. I'll be quite confident about that target being met. And what we've done here, we've had the impulsive move, and right now we're entering the bear market. Absolutely possible. But there's nothing in the price structure in the moment, and the clues that I'm getting in the price structure and the data that telling me that that's the target right now, which is what a lot of people that are perma bears that are telling you, the likes of Savvy and people like that. That Savvy was ultra bearish at that point when you've got to be bullish, because what you've got is a 1 2 3 4 5. It was the perfect counter wave, 5-wave counter move, which we jumped into. There was a video that I relayed to you and made on the day of that particular drop just there, way back in November. It's called the 5 waves of death. It's in the channel, and right there I said to you, I'm buying it and I'm putting my stops on this low because we've got the qualification of the end of the C wave, which is what I was looking for. So we got that, okay, and we've had a beautiful 5-wave move up from there, 1 2 3 4 5 into that resistance. Go back to the videos, the 5-wave move up, 1 2 3 4 5. I'm bearish, okay, I'm bearish, I'm out. And it was, you know, we've got the ABC. Now within this C wave, we was looking for exactly the same scenario as this C wave. So you've got the A, the B, the C. Now within this C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now within this C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We jumped in there, just like we jumped in there. So this was a macro version of that. Really, really simple. Basically a bump and run pattern, you know, it's the same thing. And this is something I relay to you. You know, you've got this trend line all the way down here. You break out, see you later, back test, you're gone. You break out down here, this bump and run pattern, the C wave, look, you break out, back test, see you later, you're gone. So this is why I did relay to you that this here is just a macro version of this here, ABC. So this was an opportunity, just like that was an opportunity. And here's something I relay to you. But obviously we want to see the structure and the data within the charts tell us that. So there's something going on right now for Bitcoin in this particular time frame. On the weekly, you can clearly see you got resistance, high, low, resistance. If we take it out and we flip green, it'll be the same signature we got there and the same signature we got there at that bottom. So let's be patient. If we see this lifeline flip green, wow, that was your bottom. But there's equally something that's going on the daily time frame, which I'm going to relay to you in a moment, that has got me incredibly bullish here. If I'm just respecting the data as I respected it down there, we've seen something on the daily and we've seen something on the daily there, and we're equally seeing something on the daily here that I just can't ignore, that I'm relaying to you. Okay, so I think there is a chance that that is the bottom for Bitcoin, and we are looking at up only over the next few months here for Bitcoin, making new all-time highs against herd mentality and expectations of, you know, the crowd and savvy and co. But what I think we've got here, really, really simply, I've been looking at this for a very long time with yourselves, it's basically the bigger cycle. From the bear market bottom, we've got the 1 into the zigzag 2, the 3 into the alternative 4, final fifth wave, job done. Even in this cycle here, you know, this final fifth wave, we've got the 1 into the 2 and the 3 into the zigzag 4 and the final fifth wave. So we've got alternation within that wave just here for Bitcoin, alternation in 4 and 2, as we've got alternation in 4 and 2 on the bigger move. So this is the final fifth wave in my opinion, and this is the biggest cycle that I've been looking at with yourselves for a very, very long time. Lost a lot of subscribers, I completely understand that, people switched off, but I said to you the whole way down, providing this C wave doesn't, you know, lose a wave on high, this is still a valid count. This is why I'm buying here and looking for new all-time highs for Bitcoin against herd mentality. Now, something that could be confluence to the fact that this is just the bigger cycle that we're actually in for Bitcoin from this bear market bottom, and this is the end stage here for Bitcoin, is basically something that I said would happen, and it's, you know, breaking the all-time high before the halving, which we did just there for Bitcoin. So this is why I don't think the halving actually has any effect on Bitcoin, and we'll see that, because what I think we may do is have a big bear market here that comes down, and it will take Bitcoin a very long time to recover, okay, and you'll see that the halving doesn't really have any effect on Bitcoin. So this is my theory, that what we're going through, really, really simply, if you can look, is basically cycle, cycle, cycle. Within each cycle we put 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, and every single cycle the wave 3 from the bear market bottom to the top always gets to the 1.618 before a correction, okay, but this particular correction just lasted for a lot longer than I actually envisioned. So this is my theory. I think we're on our way. I think we've got a final fifth wave coming up here, and I think it's just the same as every single cycle. There's one cycle, blow off top, there's another cycle, blow off top, this is another cycle looking for this cycle's blow off top. It's a really, really simple technical analysis, and obviously the invalidation I'll show you every single day. So I think a thing that could be incredibly bullish over the next few weeks here, if we start to see Bitcoin getting its ass back above the ribbon and flipping green. We've got a data point as well, which I'll relay to you, that we have actually got a bottom here. Let me show you the daily time frame for Bitcoin, the things that we've seen that's actually really incredibly bullish for Bitcoin going forward, okay? So as you're aware, we are tracking the diamond bottom pattern. It's playing out absolutely beautiful, isn't it? And it's anyone else talking about it. It's compression lead to expansion. We're broken out and, you know, we're looking to go. But something's happened just there in that cluster of exponential moving averages that has got me incredibly bullish. So basically, EMAs, to get them into your charts, go to indicators, type in EMA, moving average exponential. I know a lot of people, they love to use moving averages, you know, SMAs, but I find them lagging. You want to use exponential moving averages, especially with compression patterns. You know, if you're looking at double top drops, if you're looking at descending triangles, if you're looking at head and shoulders, you will always see right towards the apex, you know, the bearish pattern, you'll see the death crosses. And this is something I've taught you in the past. You know, if we zoom in on, you know, micro time frames, you see it even more. So if we look at these signature bottoms patterns, okay, so we've got this beautiful ascending triangle in November of 2022, wasn't it? Look at that, bottomed out right in the compression pattern of the particular pattern, the beautiful double bottom pattern. we've got the golden crosses. Okay, we've got the beautiful golden crosses on the 20, 55 and 10 EMA. That was a major signal right there. Wow, don't ignore that data point. We're bottomed, we're coming up the stairs. But one of the most important things you see at the end of every single bottom is the break above the 200 EMA. If you start to create golden crosses on the 55, the 10 and the 20 above the 200 EMA, okay, on the daily time frame, you're getting a very powerful, strong indication right there. So we had this correction from here. We had this 1 into the 2 into the 3 into a regular 4 into the final 5th wave. Then at April in 2023, I flipped bearish because obviously we've had 5 waves, a little bit overextended. I think we have bearish divergence across the board as well, and many altcoins are putting in huge moves. But what we've got is the overlapping nature, A, B, C, D, E correction of A. Then we come up in that 3 wave correction, which was a B. Then we had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of C. So this was an A, a B, and a C. So it's at this point as well, what we've got is a beautiful ascending triangle. Look at this, we're coming up, getting rejected and resistance and support. But right towards the apex, what did we do? We're getting golden crosses back above the beautiful 200 EMA. So I understand at this point, as we drop below the 200 EMA, everyone's getting bearish. I completely understand that. But we reversed it in a beautiful reversal pattern, and then we got the golden crosses back above the 200 EMA on the daily, which is incredibly bullish. It was a statement that I relayed to you, telling you, right, this is it. This is the go time. So if we move to this particular correction right now for Bitcoin, you can see we've got really overextended. We've come back to the 200-day EMA. We consolidate under it. We've basically got a possible bear trap with the death crosses just there. Look at that. But in recent times, right towards the break of this apex, boom, 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 reversal pattern, we printed golden crosses. So this is a data point that we simply cannot ignore. Now, obviously, the invalidation, if we break down, we have a throwback back into this pattern. This is a bull trap, and this is not your reversal pattern. But at the moment, I always try and find as much data as I can. We're trending back above the 200-day EMA in golden crosses as we've broken out here. This is a very powerful statement that we can't ignore, and one that I'm just relaying to you. So hopefully in time, it starts to come back up and it's breaking out. The data that we relayed to you was absolutely golden. I'll leave you with that data point, okay? So to get your EMAs into your charts, so there is a video tutorial in the channel right there, but this is a very positive sign for Bitcoin that can't be ignored. Possibly a diamond bottom pattern, and right on the break we've got the golden crosses above the 200-day EMA. So if we pull back, it's a buying, not for crying. I hope you understand that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone. Back to a new update on Bitcoin. Bye bye.